the giant has fallen to a degree. I mean, look, the Golden State Warriors, I feel like people are writing them off, and they shouldn't be. I don't think that we can completely write them off. Just the incarnation of the Golden State Warriors, the death lineup, the team that was this juggernaut for so long, that's gone. That team is now a distant memory, but that doesn't mean that the Warriors are done.
No, it doesn't. But, what's funny is I was looking at this morning. I think it's almost easier to talk about who's back from last year's team. So it's Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, but we all know he's going to be hurt, Kevon Looney, Alfonso McKinney, and Jacob Evans. That's it. That's it. No, nobody else is back. Everybody else is gone. Sean Livingston was waived as they had to do that to avoid the hard cap. And that's, for me, that's what this Warriors summer is all about. It's about retooling. It was about retaining Klay. I think they were pretty smart about knowing that they were going to lose Durant. So I think they really set things up there as, we're going to be cautious as we move this thing forward. They know that that's probably coming. But yeah, as far as rebounding from that, I think they did well. D'Angelo Russell coming in. It was very weird in his introductory press conference to have them all, kind of openly reference like this could only be a 1-year thing. And he's, a big trade chip out there. So that'll be kind of interesting to see where that goes. That's probably a next summer kind of thing. They're obviously not going to rush Klay back. So this team's going to take a big step backwards. But, I like some of their other moves around the fringes. Willie Cauley-Stein, interesting, kind of guy there. Maybe can really learn from Draymond, how to play inside. Alec Burks, Glenn Robinson III, a couple veterans. Omari Spellman, I like that better than Damian Jones. That's, fine. And then, their draft picks, Jordan Poole, Eric Pascal, and Alan Smailagic. We'll see. They signed all of them long term, so which is fine. That you should be at this point. You're just trying to catch lightning in the bottle with one of those guys. But yeah, for the first time in a long time, it's going to be. You're just going to be waiting for the, tweets about Steph's got it going. And that's going to be really the only time you need to probably really dial in and watch the Warriors this year.
You see, I think I look at the D'Angelo Russell move as a brilliant way to not rush Klay Thompson to come back, because you've got, and look, they're not the same player by any stretch of the imagination, but you've got that guy that can slide in there. He can play off ball. You can throw him out there and get some scoring out of him. So I thought that was a really nice way to pivot on the Kevin Durant loss by getting a talent like him. And Russell is apparently very well aware that he could eventually be moved. But for him, it's, hey, I'm getting a max deal. That's the most important part. And then I'll see where I land after that. Come playoff time, you're looking at a death lineup, or at least maybe we should call it the sickbed lineup or something, something like that. The hospital lineup. I don't know. I don't know that it's a death lineup, but you're looking at Curry, Russell, Klay, Draymond, and Kevon Looney, which, I mean, is fairly formidable. It's not the same as the vaunted death lineup that included Durant and Iguodala, but I mean, this is still a team that is going to be able to make some noise and is not a team that we should be writing off completely or anything like that.
Yeah, I've heard all these people say that they're definitely out of the playoffs, and I think that's just crazy.
No,
I think that their offense should be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are going to take a pretty big step back defensively because Draymond just doesn't bring it, 82 games anymore. I think, he's one of those guys who he likes to talk about 16-game players. I think that's kind of what he's turning into at this point. It's, so they're going to score. They're going to be tough to defend, for a lot of teams. It's going to be hard to defend Curry and Russell.
Yeah.
And, I would expect those two guys to put up a lot of numbers. So I think they'll be in the mix. I'm not ready to write them off completely either.
Yeah. Never underestimate the motivation of a contract year. We're talking contract year Draymond here. So there could be a bit more coming from him this next season.